Time to make sure your windshield wipers work.
And mine do not. Let's get right to the wind advisory right now. As you can see, this is our temporary wind advisory. That should last through tonight and into very early tomorrow morning. Actually, I said it again, it drops off tonight about 10 p.m. And now we'll start looking ahead to the winter storm watch. And outstanding news there, of course, but we have to watch out for, right there where Fraser Park shows up, is the fact that we have to watch out for the I-5. That may become a problem by about early Tuesday. We'll have to watch out very closely. We know when the I-5 goes down, the 101 becomes a parking lot, so we keep a close eye on that. Right now, 50s and 60s for the most part. Very mild day in some areas, otherwise on the cool side. There are your winds, mainly out toward the Gaviota coastline and also the interior mountains and also behind Ventura County. I know it popped up on the map as well that the wind advisory is extended all the way across there, and some of those winds are quite strong, well above 30 miles an hour. Should drop off again by 10 p.m. tonight. A lot of low-level humidity. In fact, we might even get some minor amounts or trace amounts of rain, or I should say precipitation, in the form of drizzle tomorrow morning for some coastal areas. And then we start to watch the big show. Now here it is, a big stormy west. This is absolutely phenomenal. We need this so much. A big area of low pressure in the Gulf is driving what is referred to as an atmospheric river. That means you're getting a strong moisture fetch or a big pool of water to play with, and it's running in this direction, or even better for us eventually coming up almost out of the southwest. And whenever you have that southerly component, you start to seriously kick butt in the rain department, and that is absolutely phenomenal. Where we get the big weather story here, look at the East Coast. Their weather story is balmy, and how. There is some good news though embedded in that, and that is because of a strong pull of southerly moisture, they're getting a lot of much needed rainfall near the Mississippi River, which of course is bone dry like a lot of parts of the country and the world for that matter. Now look to the south. Remnants of Lisa are helping to feed that energy plume right there. And also, we're still not out of the tropical woods yet. Two more systems are knocking on the door. One in the Caribbean, Lesser Antilles, and then the other one out in the Atlantic, and we'll have to keep an eye on that. Now back to our future track, and there it is. Rain, possible drizzle tomorrow morning. Not a big chance, but maybe something to think about for the early morning of Sunday. And you can see right there through the morning hours, and then we'll wait for the big show, maybe even some sunshine, and then the rain knocks on the door right there Sunday late. Computer sometimes gets the water as it comes onshore. It can slow down or even speed up. It's just kind of how it interacts with the continental landmass can change the trajectory a little bit. So we'll have to watch these details closely. Monday early, there's the heavier rain. Those higher cloud top values start to pop up right there. And there's that southerly component. Such an awesome thing to see, because that's when you know you're going to get decent rain showers. And it looks like we're going to be seeing it. And I'll go ahead and play it. You can see your time right there when it will affect you. Looks like we'll be seeing a 1-2 punch here, and I might want to point this out. This would be your La Conchita area, and a lot of southerly flow. Our mountains face, they run east-west, face south, which means we get what we call orographic lift, can really squeeze the sponge out or wring the sponge out, and you can get a lot of high amounts of rain. Of course, we have to get to a certain point where we start talking about flood potential. It looks like we might avoid that, let's hope, but let's get as much rain out of this as we can. And then it starts to break up a bit, but we expect to see another shot of moisture showing up and more southerly winds once we get to Tuesday. So another round of rain, perhaps more focused to the north of us. And I love this. I'm going to bring it back into focus in a second. But boy, look at that. Just what the doctor ordered. The Sierra. If you want to break this drought, that's exactly where we have to do it, is the Sierra. Lots of snow expected. And for us, rain totals into Monday, look at this. Southerly, it looks like the first round of rain really focuses south of Point Conception, and then hopefully round 2 will bring more north of Point Conception. But boy, these are awesome rain totals, especially again the farther south you go. In fact, even LA County might actually get the brunt of this, and they're looking at possibly 4 to 5 inches for some of their mountain areas as we go into Tuesday. So awesome news there. 60s and maybe a couple of 70s tomorrow. It looks like the computer says no on the 70s, but you never know. We might get squeeze 1 or 2 in. And then by Monday, look at this. We go really cold. That'll be the side story to this rain, is strong winds and some really chilly temperatures as we roll into about midweek. We probably start to clear things out by late Tuesday, and then by Wednesday, hold on to the jacket. It will stay cool. So there's your temperatures again, expected for a mostly foggy in the morning, sunny possibly by maybe mid-morning, early afternoon. For some of our coastline, again, drizzle is possible. Inland areas will likely do a little better as far as temperatures, but everybody still slightly below normal. And boy, it's going to stay that way for at least the next several days. And now we'll go down into Ventura County. Same story there. So a couple of 70s. There's my 72 for Ojai. Otherwise, a lot of 60s expected, even some lower 60s near the cooler beaches. Surf right now, small tomorrow. Then it will likely pick up with a lot of wind swell energy and some ground swell out of the northwest. Also, minor south swell right now. Water took a beating with those winds last week, so it's dropping into the 50s in many areas. And there's your forecast. Again, the days we'll focus on are Monday and Tuesday. And then by Wednesday, look at that, clearing and cold. Slightly warmer, though, but not much. And Veterans Day will be cool, brisk, maybe mild in some areas. Otherwise, again, I want to get back to those days that we'll focus on, which are Monday and Tuesday. Expect about possibly up to 2 inches of rain, maybe more for some of the mountain areas. And snow levels could drop rapidly Monday to Tuesday. And as they do, watch out for the I-5, which could put all the traffic on the 101. And we all know that can become a parking lot. So again, I'll stop on Lompoc and send it back over to you, Tracy, and you can see again showers, AM showers by Tuesday. And then once we go to Wednesday, we should clear things out, sunny and cold. And we're actually going to go to break, and we'll be right back.